My name is Aisha. I am 19 years old, and I carry a story that is not just mine, but the story of many girls around the world. In our society, people say that girls are blessings, that they are honor, that they are respect. But behind those words often hides a dark truth. Girls are treated like objects, not like humans with dreams, voices, and dignity, but like things that can be used, judged, and controlled. And the silence around this truth is louder than any words. From a young age, I noticed the difference. My brother could go outside freely, laugh loudly, and live without fear. I was told to sit properly, speak softly, cover myself, and never question anything. They said it was to protect me, but sometimes it felt like I was being locked inside invisible chains. A girl's value was always connected to how she looked, how she behaved, how she pleased others, not who she truly was inside. As I grew older, I began to see how society looks at girls, not as individuals, but as objects. On the streets, eyes followed me. In classrooms, whispers judged me. On social media, comments reduced me to appearance, as if my worth lived only in my body. It felt like the world did not see me as Aisha, a human with thoughts and feelings, but as an object to be looked at, controlled, or used. This dark truth became even clearer when I heard stories from other girls. Friends, cousins, even strangers. A girl forced into marriage not because she was ready, but because her family saw her as a burden to be handed over. Another girl told me how she was judged not for her kindness or intelligence, but for her skin color and weight. Yet another girl who dared to dream of becoming a doctor was told, "What's the use? In the end, you will just belong to your husband's house." Over and over I realized society did not see us as people with rights, but as objects created for service, silence, and sacrifice. Many girls are used for pleasure without love, without respect, without even being asked. Their no is ignored. Their tears are hidden. Their voices are silenced. Some are trapped in marriages where they are treated like property, not partners. Some are judged if they speak, and judged if they remain silent. No matter what they do, society finds a way to reduce them. If she is beautiful, she is accused of showing off. If she is plain, she is ignored. If she is quiet, she is weak. If she is bold, she is shameless. A girl can never win in a world that sees her as an object. The worst part is that many of these stories never reach the surface. Behind closed doors, countless girls cry silently, wishing someone would see them as human beings, wishing someone would tell them, "You matter. You are more than your body. You are more than your appearance. You are more than what people use you for." But those words are rarely spoken. Instead, the cycle continues, generation after generation. I remember one night when a friend called me in tears. She said her husband never once asked her how she felt, never once treated her as a partner. To him, she was just there to serve his needs, to be silent, to never refuse. She said, "Aisha, I feel like I am not even a person anymore. I feel like a thing that has no right to feel, no right to dream, no right to say no." Her voice broke, and I could feel the pain in her words. That night I realized how deep this problem runs. It is not just about one girl. It is about thousands, millions who live the same pain quietly. Why is it that society praises the honor of women, but treats them as objects behind closed doors? Why is it that people post about respect for women online, but laugh at jokes that insult them in real life? Why is it that so many people worship the idea of motherhood, but ignore the suffering of daughters? The truth is simple and cruel. Many see girls not as equal humans, but as possessions, something to control, to use, and then to silence. But here is what I want to say loudly, clearly, and without fear. A girl is not an object. She is not a body for pleasure. She is not a burden for her family. She is not a toy for society. She is a human being. She feels. She thinks. She dreams. She loves. she cries. She deserves the same respect, dignity, and freedom as any boy, any man, any person. To every girl who has ever felt reduced, I say this: you are not an object. You are not weak. Your worth is not in your looks, your clothes, or your silence. Your worth is in your heart, your mind, your soul. You are not here to please everyone else at the cost of your own happiness. You are here to live, to shine, to break free of the chains that society tries to put on you. And to every boy, every man listening, I want you to hear this truth. When you look at a girl, see her humanity, not her body. When you speak to her, speak with respect, not with entitlement. When you marry her, treat her as a partner, not property. Do not reduce her to an object, because she is someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's future mother, but above all, she is herself, a living human who deserves dignity. The dark truth is that many people will continue to treat girls as objects, but change begins when we speak the truth, when we break the silence, when we refuse to accept this injustice as normal. Change begins when one girl says, "I am not an object," and one boy says, "I will not treat her like one." Change begins when families teach daughters that they are strong, and sons that respect is not optional, it is necessary. I tell this story not just as me, but as a voice for all the girls who cannot speak, for the ones whose cries are hidden in their pillows at night, for the ones who smile outside but carry wounds inside, for the ones who were told they were nothing more than objects. I speak for them, and I speak for myself. Enough is enough. We are not objects. We are not toys. We are not things to be used and discarded. We are human. We are alive. We are worthy. So let this message echo in every home, every street, every heart. A girl is not an object. She is not a shadow. She is light. She is not weak. She is strength. She is not silent. She has a voice. Respect her, value her, listen to her, protect her. Not because she belongs to you, but because she belongs to herself. The world must remember, no society can rise while it keeps half its people in chains. No family can prosper while it treats daughters as burdens. No man can truly call himself honorable if he disrespects the women around him. To honor women is to honor humanity itself. To objectify them is to destroy not only their dignity, but the dignity of all of us. I am Aisha, and I will keep speaking this truth, because silence protects no one, because respect is not optional, because every girl deserves to be seen as what she truly is, not an object, not a thing, but a human being, full of life, full of dreams, full of worth. And until the world understands this, I will not stop speaking. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Emma English Practice.